But we're going to go ahead and start reading it. It says, Now Peter was sitting outside in the courtyard, and a servant girl came up to him and said, You also were with Jesus the Galilean. But he denied it before them all, saying, I do not know what you mean. And when he went out to the entrance, another servant girl saw him and said to the bystanders, This man was with Jesus of Nazareth. And again he denied it with an oath, I do not know the man. After a little while, the bystanders came up to him and said to Peter, Certainly you are one of them, for your accent betrays you. And then he began to invoke a curse on himself and to swear, I do not know the man. And immediately the rooster crowed. And Peter remembered the saying of Jesus, Before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times. And he went out and wept bitterly. I often find it that we might not deny Jesus with our words, but we most definitely deny him with our actions. We deny Jesus with our actions when we sin, and we often walk away from Jesus like Peter did. We tend to dig ourselves in a hole that's hard to climb out of most of the time. And we often just want to sit and wallow in our sin. And like what Peter did, Peter went back to fishing after this. When he left, he went back to fishing. And he just went back to his old life. And we do that too. We often try to run away from the conviction of the Holy Spirit. But there is good news for us. If you want to go ahead and turn to John chapter 1, verse 15. Now this is after the resurrection and after the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ. This is when he is dining with the disciples. And it says, let me flip to it real quick, my bad. And it says, And when they had finished breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these? He said to him, Yes, Lord, you know that I love you. And he said to him, Feed my lambs. He said to him a second time, Simon, son of John, do you love me? He said to him, Yes, Lord, you know that I love you. He said to him, Tend my sheep. He said to him the third time, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Peter was grieved because he said to him the third time, Do you love me? And he said to him, Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you. Jesus said to him, Feed my sheep. Now this is really good news for us, because while we're down here in our dark pit of sin, Jesus reaches down a hand to pull us back up. And he just reaches down there. He's just like, grab my hand. I'll pull you out. But you have to grab his hand. You need to make an effort to change and move away from that sin that you have kept yourself in for so long. When we often expect condemnation for our sin, and which is why we run away, we're scared of what he'll say, so we just run away. Jesus is there, and he'll give us compassion over that condemnation that we expect. When we are in a very bad spot, when we think there's no coming back from this, we're done, there's nothing that could ever bring us back, Jesus is there to redeem us and to restore our relationship with him. And that's what I really hope that y'all do tonight, is that if any of you are holding on to any sort of sin, that you just let it go. Just give it to Jesus, and he'll take it up. He'll pull you out of that dark pit that you're in. And you don't have to do it when you get home or when church is over. You can do it right now in the pews. You can pray anytime and just give it up to him. But yeah, I know it wasn't that long, but yeah, that was it. But yeah. what? This? Okay. All right. Well, that was pretty much it. I just wrote a little quick thing, but yeah. Yeah.
You need to give up anything that you need to set aside.